Hello everyone, this is Tanya, and this is my 2024 bullet journal setup, and that's my old journal. Let's bring out the new one, and boom! Here it is. This is going to be for my first half of 2024, and I'm really excited for this because it's so pretty. And let's open it. It has a bunch of stickers with it. At the bottom, it came with a journal. Yeah, I'm sitting down here, so okay. So for the first page, I always write a note in case my journal gets lost and that people can return it to me. I think it's a good idea that you do the same. And here it's the note. And I say thank you in advance at the bottom. So here, because the journal hasn't started yet, I wrote 2024 in progress 99% because there's index and then the bullet journal starts at the first page. So I thought it was cute, so I bring those patterns out in the Pinterest, and here it is. So in the following video, I would tell you all about bullet journal setup. Not all of it because it can't fit in 11 minutes, but still. So it's actually based on the book Bullet Journal Method, written by Ryder Carroll. I hope that's correct. And it's an awesome book. If you haven't read it yet, I really recommend it, and maybe it can be on your bucket list for 2024. So it's actually a combination of both a planner and a diary. Sorry. It's a really helpful book way for me. I actually tried all types of planners. Oh, here I have to explain this. For the first page, I made a spread that's called Favorite Things of 2024. I thought it would be nice because in the future you always say, oh, at that time I like that thing, I like that song, and what better way to write it down and take all the guesswork out of it. So by the end of the year, this page would be filled with all my favorite things in 2024, and I think it's a good spread. If you like it, you can make it too, and if you don't, it's not a necessity to bullet journaling, so relax. So here is the future log. I missed a bunch of things, but I'm going to go over them after this. So future log, it's a very important part of the bullet journaling because it's actually a year at a glance kind of page, but here it's for me is a bunch of pages together, but you can make it in in 2 pages only. So it's actually helpful because you always have sort of like reminders for birthdays, events, or even appointments in the future that you're not there yet. So you just add them in the future log in the month of the it's happening, month of it's happening, and then when the month arrives, you can migrate that task or event to your monthly log, which I will be explaining in the future in a few minutes after, don't worry. So future log, it's actually one of the 4 parts that's very important in bullet journal method. So you have to have a future log. At the beginning, you have to have index, which I will be explaining later. Then future log, then monthly log, and there's the daily log. And there's weekly log too, but that's not actually very important and you can skip it. But I like to make that because it helps me plan better my Yeah. For the index, it's actually very important that you number the pages that you have, so you can add them to the index, and whenever you want to find something, you would find it very easier with index. So if your bullet journal doesn't have index and number pages on its own, don't worry. Just that's the beauty of bullet journaling. You just need a notebook and a pen. You can number the pages on your own and add an index in the beginning. So don't worry at all if you don't have those. Um, so here, there's a little note I would like to say. I really like to design my pages and spend time drawing and making doodles for my bullet journal. But if you don't like that, there's no must here. So you don't have to do it. You just have to make the pages very simple in the most minimalist way possible, and it would work. Believe me, my first bullet journal, I tried that because I didn't want to get away from the planning, but it actually is very helpful that you don't draw anything. If you're new with this, don't draw anything, because it's gonna get hard and you're gonna get disappointed, and you would think that it wouldn't work. And there's a note in the book that says if you start bullet journaling, you have to stick with it for at least 3 months so that you would actually know that it works. Here it's the themes of 2024. I would like to add the themes in a page. It would be nice at the end of the year. So I would have add the picture at the end of the year to my Instagram. And if you want to follow it, it's the same account as here in YouTube. So at a glance, you don't have to make that. It's not very important to the whole bullet journaling. I just like to have all the months, so each time I wouldn't have to check my phone when I'm making my bullet journal. And I always mix up how many days are the months, so that's why I'm doing this. And you can even add these in the future log if you want to, so it would be very minimalist. and so where was I? I said the index, I said the future log, and here it is. Okay, so many of these pages that I made, it's helpful to me, and if it's not helpful to you in any way, you don't have to make them. You can add your own spreads, you can make your own themes, and it's actually a customized planner, so there's no must in it again. And don't be a perfectionist, because I am, and it's really hard for me to let go of the little mistakes that I make in my bullet journal, but it's actually helpful for me because I can let go of my perfectionism and grow. So goals of the 2024 is actually very good, because it's sort of like your resolutions in the beginning of the year, and you can use that throughout the year, so you would know what you want and what you have to do to get what you want. So here is the cover of my January. I wrote this quote I found in Pinterest again. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. It's very true, and it's very helpful to a perfectionist like me. I actually named my channel Perfection by Tanya because I am, and I'm trying to get over my perfectionism. And not that it's a bad thing, it's actually very good, but when it gets out of hand, it can ruin one's life. That was a bit dark, but it's true. So Here it is. So my theme for this month was actually New Year's. So there wasn't much to go around with. There was fireworks, champagne, and ice apparently. So I ran out of doodles, so I just went with the minimalist way that I thought I could. And here is the monthly log that I told you about. It's not actually the traditional way in the bullet journal method. I worked with that for a few months, but that didn't work for me. I couldn't understand it very well. So I just put space for each day of the month, and I can add events and tasks that are going to happen in that day. And then when the days come around, I migrate those to my daily log so I wouldn't forget that day. And even to my weekly logs, it's way easier. And when something new happens in my month, I migrated it to the future log. Yeah, that's yeah, to my future log, so it wouldn't get lost. The checkup page is actually a page that I do every month, so I would know where I am physically and mentally. And budget tracker, well, it speaks for itself. And see, on the top I made a mistake here for my weekly log, and that's fine. I'm not a perfectionist. Yeah, that's not driving me mad at all. Yeah. So here's the weekly log, and here's the flip through. I hope you liked the video. I would very like to explain more about bullet journaling to you in the future. So if you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. And if you like it, like. And if you want more, subscribe. Bye.